children don't go to the same school, and yet in all their activities they're together. They play hockey together, and ball. And you see, there's not so many of them that they can afford to each go their separate ways. In here, to have a ball team or a hockey team, they have to join up. But I know my boys had more friends in the French-speaking boys than they did in the English-speaking boys.
In a smaller place, you have more cooperation. They are less tended to be independent. In a city or a bigger center, they tend to try, to show off, or they think they're really important. While in a smaller town or village, we're so close together that we can do better work.
The early days we had a lot of work to do, when we didn't have the machinery that we have now. It's a case that, I was on mechanics, but underground, they had to more or less do a lot of handwork, like mucking, for example. That was all done by hand. And pushing cars, there was no motor at all. They had to push their car to the dump hole by hand. And for a long time they had to push it right to the cage and load the car on the cage and bring it up to surface. My brother got killed here. He was working in the waste, and for some reason him and his partner, they put up a staging, and his partner came off of the staging, and my brother went down, and just 2 minutes after, the staging fell, and he fell down 125 feet down the race.
Safety with job performance, and safety is the first criteria. Sometimes a new man, being a little too eager, will get himself into a little difficulty.
Henry Biber, he was an old fella, he's an old miner, he'd been here when they first started. Well, he fell down the shaft when they picked him up in pieces.
When an accident occurs, it happens, but there's a cause behind it. Drawing a parallel, but say, between mining and some other industry, when a man gets hurt underground in the mine through a fall of loose or some other thing, it's rather a serious injury. But generally speaking, mining is safe.
I never was scared for that, because I figure when our time comes, we're all marked in this world, and when our time comes to go, we have to go, no matter where we are.
a good living at it while you're mining. But you can't work from the age of 18, say, to 65. It's too long, and besides that, the mine won't last that long. As if you work for Hydro or Department of Highways, railroad, whether you have a lifetime job.